This is going to be step 2 of the basics of the Brother LX3014 sewing machine. And now that you have the machine plugged in and ready to turn on, before you turn it on, you need to make sure there's a bobbin in the bobbin case and that it is loaded in there correctly. I'm going to put the camera down over here on the left and show you what I mean. You need to grab the front of the machine where you see the accessory label and pull it out like that. Set that aside, and you want to put your finger right here and pull this door open. Now let me see if I can move this closer. What this is. You don't want the machine on when you're doing this, and all you really need to know at this point is that this metal circle in the center is the bobbin case, and you will see on the left there's like a little lever that pulls up from the left to the right, and you pull the bobbin case out like that. Now, to remove a bobbin, this is what it looks like. That's the bobbin on the inside. That's the bobbin case. You can remove the bobbin, make sure that you have enough thread on it. Now, when you go to put it back in and make sure that you're ready to sew with the bobbin end of the sewing operation, take your bobbin, put it into the bobbin case. There is a little groove right here that the thread goes into. I'm going to show you this again when I get the camera in better focus. And you put your finger on the bobbin to hold it still and pull the thread down into that groove. And what will happen is the thread will go down and slide into a tension spring. Let me focus the camera. I'm trying to get the camera to stay focused. I think you can see that clearly now. Here's the bobbin case. It will go into the machine with this vertical arm up, and you have your thread from the bobbin. There's the groove right there, and you pull the thread down to the right, and what it'll do, I pulled it too hard, it'll go under the tension spring and fall into place. So let's do it again. There's the groove. It goes down under the tension spring to the right and sits like that. So the thread is placed right here at that opening. Now you want to leave a long tail of thread, and what you're now going to do is place this back into the machine. So we come back over here. There's the bobbin case, and I'm putting it, there's a post in the middle right there. There's a hole in the middle of the bobbin case. You put the hole on the post, and you make sure that the arm fits into the groove. And right now it is in the groove, so it tilts just a bit to the right. Now your bobbin case is back in your machine and your bobbin is ready to sew with. You take this thread tail that comes from it, bring it up to the needle plate, and just leave it like that. Close the door, and once you start to sew, you'll be pulling that bobbin thread up to the surface. But for now, this is step 2, and checking your bobbin, making sure that your bobbin is installed correctly. And one of my other videos already shows how to wind a bobbin if you don't have one that's wound. So step 2 is just installing or uninstalling the bobbin case. You can then also replace the accessory box on the front of the machine. If you're not going to need that off of there, you can replace that like that. So as I said, step 2, installing or uninstalling the bobbin and the bobbin case.